was just saying, go ahead and
I did hit the
put your
prayer.
put your light on your
You're
phone.
live. Hey,
Hey,
Assalamu alaikum.
walaikum salam.
Cover me cute family. We are thugging it out today. Go from the back.
That color look nice on you.
Yeah, child, I'm sweating like a runaway slave. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to adjust my life. There we go.
I gotta see. I don't know why it seems like I'm being mirrored. Am I being
So
mirrored?
if you're
Okay,
here with
right.
us today,
Yeah.
please forgive all our delay and all the things. We do have a real life, as you all know. We're mothers and grandmothers and real people. And today we are missing Miss Monique. She's not feeling well today, so we're going to do the best we can until she gets back. May Allah continue to bless her. We're going to ask Sister Mary to give us a prayer and give us a good
Okay.
start. And we're going to
Yes,
go.
ma'am. Can we make sure that we put our phones on silent or do not disturb so we can go ahead with our podcast? And I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer for any of those that are listening. Please pray with us in the manner and position that is most comfortable for you. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful, master of the day of judgment. You do we worship, and your aid we seek. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not the path of those upon whom their wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Amen. Okay, that prayer is said, and I see my sister. We got real life situations. Okay, this is what we do. And you can catch us right now. Princess Harvey, assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam, ma'am. And I see we got somebody else that's on here. I'm not exactly sure, but I know we have two viewers right now. Come on in, come on in. If you get the opportunity, tell us who you are, say hello, stay with us the whole time because you never know what you're gonna hear. I pray that whatever it is that you get from this, that it is in the best manner. And if I make any errors on my part, please charge me. Okay? And then send me a message and say, hey, you wrong. I'm okay with that.
And if I make some errors, I'm going to let you know, mind your business. Because it ain't got nothing to do with you. I got a real life.
All right.
Walaikum salam, sis. Please forgive us. We're moving a little slow and late. Let me move my camera so they can go home. Bye, girls.
Bye. Bye, Granny.
Bye-bye.
So you want to go ahead and introduce our topic for the day, ma'am?
Our topic of today is part two of self-examination, the self-examination situation that we were dealing with last week. And we're dealing with today is you will shine when it's your time. That means that it ain't time for you to shine. Don't be worried about what somebody else doing. When it's your time, you're gonna get yours ready, and you're gonna get everything that's allotted for you. But until then, don't be no hater. So let's deal with that today, Sister Mary. Once again, we're missing Sister Monique. If you know her, give her a hey, a holler.
And inshallah, she has the opportunity to watch us. Maybe not. However, if she is, Assalamu alaikum, sis, you are missed. Your energy, you are present in the background. I know you're there. It is so different without you, though.
Today has been a hectic day, so I'm gonna let y'all know me and Mary trying to shine. Pray Allah, it's our time, but we here. Today was a real mommy day. We thugging it out today.
I mean, like down to the last 10 seconds, right?
Man, tell me, really getting up and going out. I'm glad we ain't getting paid for this. We done got docked. Get them out of here. And they fired Don Lemon. They've been fired us, girl. But it's okay. We gonna keep moving.
But you know, I logged in at about 7:30 because I always like to see how the lighting is in my background first. And then I log back out and I like to try to get things kind of set up a little bit and get my children somewhat situated. You know, we have to kind of kick them out a little bit so that they're not so much of a distraction. But let's talk about this shine, sis. When you shining?
You know what? We're going to deal with this on Assalamu alaikum, Sister Michelle. You're going to shine when it's your time. Basically, we are doing part 2 of last week of dealing with how do you know when it's your time. This one is when is your gift going to come? And people always question, well, such as so-and-so is getting this and they getting that. And why God ain't gave me mine yet? Well, he gives us each what the Bible and the Quran both say. He gives you no more than you can bear. But when it's your turn, not only just your turn, when he's ready for you and he knows you're ready to receive what he's about to give to you, then that's what I believe, when you're going to get what's due to you. Not only that, my grandma always told us we all are blessed with a gift, a specific gift. Your gift's not mine. My gift's not yours. So we have to realize not to compare ourselves. Like Mary does what Mary does, and I do what I do. But we make it do the same things. But her gift may be more on that level, and my gift may be more on this part. But what we don't do is we don't fight, compare, or be on the level of, you do the same thing. No, ma'am. Because each person's gift is their own personal gift that's given to them.
That's
so
right. That's
go
right.
ahead, sis.
That's right. The gift that I have is not suited for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes,
I'm okay with not. And I was just telling my grandson, because they were fussing over who wanted this piece of bread or whatever, right? And everybody wants this piece of bread. So I'm saying, how come you can't just be an individual? Why everybody got to have this one piece of bread? Why you can't want something else? See, how you gonna know what's for you if you always want what somebody else doing? What somebody else doing?
Come on.
How you gonna know what's fitting for you? I just don't believe. I don't believe that what's for me is for the other person.
No.
I think a light that shines on me is for me. Mm-hmm. You adore your light over there and take that gleam. What they say, you got a gleam in your eye. Take that gleam and, turn it inward. Deal with yourself. You got to deal with yourself. Because guess what? Just because I have a gift, that don't always mean that gift came easy. It don't always mean that just because you see it, it don't necessarily mean that I just was able to get it and I just plucked it.
Come on.
I had to work for that gift. All the mistakes that I had to get for me to be able to say that I'm proficient, and I might not even really be proficient. I could tell you I'm proficient, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? I think I could have did that better. Yes. I see something that I can tweak next time. My brown sugar scrub is a #1 seller. Like, it's every time I make it, it's gone. But every time I make it, I say, you know what? This batch was better than the last one.
Yes.
But it takes trial.
Yes.
You have to be comfortable with who you are. You have to be comfortable with knowing that of trying to learn your own gifts and your own ability. And a gift could be something that you do with your hands, something you do with your mouth. You could be good at spotting stuff. Like when we at the mall, sometimes we got people that's really good at spotting stuff in trees.
Oh,
right?
Yes.
You really seen a shadow in a tree? I didn't see no shadow in no tree, but that's what they do.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? They gifted at that. You got some people that can pull in a crowd. Minister said that that his mouth said 1 million men. And he wanted to take it back.
Too late.
But it had already come out. And Allah blessed him with that. Not only with 1 million, but 2 million on a Monday.
With their own money. Stop playing.
Sis.
Another thing, too, I noticed with us as people, I know I talk to a lot of women, and the question is always well, I don't know what is mine, and I don't know what my gift is. But, a lot of times we're too busy looking at somebody else and watching other people, and then we're questioning God, why I can't do what she does, or why I can't do what that person did. But he probably already put it in your hands and manifested to you a couple times, but you're too busy going, well, such and so-and-so got it easy. No, you just see it a lot of the Instagram life. Everybody don't really have it as easy as you think it do. So, walaikum salam, family. I'm just here running in my mouth from Sister Michelle, Sister Jocelyn, and Brother Mutaka. Walaikum salam. And Sister said, you also have to try different things and find out what you're good at. That part. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
And it takes time and it takes trial and error, like Sister Mary said. But sometimes, you know, you have certain people that can just, things happen. It just appears. I mean, they just, the first time out, they're just bomb with it. And that is what God has blessed them with. You have some people that are good orators. Sister Mary is a good orator. She speaks well. She teaches well. Me, I'm not about to get up there and bumble and stumble, but my sister does it well. You have certain people like the brother on here, Brother Mutaka. I watch him on the Minister's podcast. Perfect. Him and our brother. Oh, they me? No, ma'am. That's not my gift. I'm not even going to look outside to say, oh, I can do that. No. Another thing we always fight with is we're quick to say, oh, I can do that. But you don't realize the ins and out and the dirt and all the hard parts to do that. You know, a lot of times when we see it, we only see what? We didn't already see the gleam. It's already happened. You already did it. The person already mastered it. And now they got a big old spotlight shining on it. And now I can do it. You can't walk with the wise man because you don't know what the wise man had to do to get to that level to even be able to manifest what his mission was.
Right.
But when you find out what's yours, take your time and harness it. Another thing too, I notice with us as Black people, we don't want to put the time in it takes to create.
Right. We just want to jump in.
We want to jump in. And then this new generation, they want everything like microwave. They want microwave lives.
But even a microwave is not instant. You know, I had to really break that down, and somebody was like, oh, it's instant. No, it's not. You still got to prep it. You still got to time it.
Come on.
And then you still got to make sure that it's cooked right. And then even when you take it out of the microwave, it might only cook in the center. So then you got to stir it and you got to put it back in the microwave. It's still not instant. You still
you even have to make the microwave.
That instant, nothing is instant. Even if I got to think to make the thought that I wanted to snap my finger. Nothing is instant.
Nothing is instant. But this new generation, I noticed I know when I talk to some of the young ones, even my own children, I have to remind them that if you're not willing to take the time in and put the work in, what do you expect to come out of it? You're not going to be able to wake up tomorrow and I'm a millionaire. Okay. I got it easy. No, life don't work that way. It'd be nice.
Well, we're just talking about that today.
Come on.
Well, we're just talking about that today.
It'd be nice
I tried to do
right.
the Shopify and drop shipping thing, and it didn't work out. But I know why it didn't work out. What did I tell you? Like, because I didn't do my part.
Yeah.
I can't say it didn't work. It was because I didn't do my part. I didn't follow through to do what I was supposed to do within them 30 days that they gave me free time to do it. No, I was too busy doing other things.
Come on.
I think that if I had continued to keep doing what I was supposed to do, maybe I could have made a couple dollars.
Come on. Maybe. Come on.
However, you have to put forth the effort.
Like brother just said, focus on self, not others. That God gave us all a gift. Yes, sir. We were discussing that about how it's easier to see what somebody's doing and they're creating it, and they're making it look so glamorous at the end, but you don't realize.
Oh, my sister just froze. We can't hear you.
That's what all it took, and then I was watching Drink Champs, and I froze. You hear me now?
Yes.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Okay, great. I was watching Drink Champs.
Start doing the Bruce Lee.
Pharrell was on Drink Champs, and Pharrell said, "Our whole problem is we judge too much."
Yeah.
He said, stop judging. He said, do you realize that all the time that you spend judging someone, you have taken away from your own personal selves? We don't realize that we judge each other on the most minute, minuscule, smallest things. You know, and then we'll take that judgment and we'll run with it. And then when somebody judges us, that Negro got his nerve judging me, don't you know what I'm... But you was just judging yesterday. What you talking about? You know, so but we're quick to point our fingers and quick to point what somebody else is not doing because of our own little small mindset and thought. My grandma always said, "What you know can feel on the tip of a pen." She said, right. And then she had a nerve to tell you, and you still wouldn't fill up the head of the pen. And now I'm older. I realize that because I sew by the grace of God, and I look at a pen. I wish I had one. I usually got a pen sitting here somewhere, And
Well,
you look
and you be biting on one. What?
on your business. And she'll go, and I look at a pen, I go, the tip end of a pen. That you mean to tell me that she said that what I know won't even fill this pen up? The tip end of it?
What you think you know?
What I think I know.
What you think you know?
How deep is that? What you
Mhm.
think you know? That means I'm still
I
trying
don't
to
know
figure it out.
nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Listen, I came into the ministry a few years ago, and what I learned was that I didn't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing. Coming into the Nation of Islam, conversion from Baptist, I don't know nothing.
Nothing, child. You better teach it.
I think it made me more confused with what I thought I knew.
Mm-hmm.
And some things was common sense, and some things just wasn't. It just didn't add up.
Yes.
And now that I'm starting to see how to be able to how to get the measure
Mm-hmm.
right, how to get it right. But even then, I still have to be more mindful in the process of breaking it down.
Mm.
You
Come
know,
on.
and when I'm breaking something down, you know how I get, sis. I get y'all. I know I be getting on y'all nerves sometimes.
No, I love it because you know what?
Because
We
I
have
be breaking stuff down to I gotta go through the dictionary. I need to know, is it a verb? I need to know, is it an adjective? Like we say, verb is love is a verb, but it's also a noun.
Yes, yes.
You know, when did we learn that? What, last week?
Mental
Love is a
tone.
noun.
Come on.
Even though it shows action, it is also a thing.
Yes.
You know? Ooh,
The minister said love is duty.
it's duty. You know,
Something that
but
we
do
don't
we
look
love
at.
ourselves? Do we love
Ooh.
ourselves?
Ooh, that's a hard task. Brother Mutaka said sometimes we don't like we don't like or want the gift God gave us. And that's when we fall apart. You fall apart when you've been blessed with something great. But you're looking over you're looking trying to make the grass green on somebody else's yard. What all you gotta do is put some water on your own.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna worry about what somebody? Once again, we worrying about somebody else's blessing and you missing your own. You could have been shining, child. You could have been over here just creating and doing. You could have been the next Einstein, but you too worried about what these little ants and peons over here doing on the other side instead of making your own self great.
Comparison.
I
heard somebody say, and y'all forgive me with exactly who said the quote, but they said comparison is a thief of joy. You too busy comparing something to enjoy than to be able to enjoy what you are already blessed with. If you don't mind, you know, I told you today I was going to pull out my book today.
You better pull it out because I didn't bring no book. I just ran the minions out the house. Oh, yes.
I'm going to do this one today.
Okay, go ahead.
Today. And y'all excuse me. I'm going to tell you exactly where it is. I am one of those proficient readers, so I'm only going to read just a little bit. So
I can read.
Yeah, you know, I've heard people tell me I read too fast.
Oh, no, ma'am, you do your thing.
But I just say I'm just proficient. So this is in our study guides 1 through 9, volume 1, and this is on page 185. And I believe that this is going to touch all of the nails that we have in the walls, in the corners, in the joists, in the beams, in most of the things that we're looking for today.
Yes.
And my maintainer is on here. He said, Asa family, walaikum salam.
Walaikum salam, bro. How you doing?
Oh, she said, how you doing?
How you doing?
He said one of your viewers last week said that. Praise be to Allah.
Oh, praise be to Allah. Yes, sir.
And maybe that's where I got it from. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Comparison is a thief. It steals joy.
A thief of joy.
It's a thief of joy. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here, this is what I'm going. This is study guide 8, building the wheel. This is part 4. So I'm gonna start off right here where it says the Holy Quran. So if anybody has this and you want to pick this up real quick, I'm on page 185. And it says the Holy Quran tells us that everything is an illusion. That is, it would ultimately pass away except Allah. He is the real power behind all that you see. The will is the power behind your being, but the will is unseen. To deny the existence of what we cannot see is to deprive ourselves of access to the true power behind the universe. The physical thing we see are mere variations in forms of manifestations of that power. The things come and go. the power that produces them is eternal.
Mm.
Where's your light at?
Where is your light? Did you dim
Where's
it?
your light?
Mm.
Are you looking at somebody else's? Because he just said that this was internal.
E-
Your power is
Mhm.
internal.
Dimmed your own light.
You know,
You
I don't
dimmed your
know.
own light.
Did I just get too deep? What
No,
we at?
we dimmed our own light. We dimmed our own light because we were looking at somebody else's existence and not creating our own, not digging in our own self and not pulling and mining out. Well, we talked about that last week. You have to mine out of yourself your own greatness, but you have to believe that you are this. And this is something I notice as Black women. We don't believe that we are who we are.
That's
First
right.
of all, we're I know me myself personally, we were born into stigmatisms. You're too dark, your hair's too nappy, or your lips too big, or your nose is too wide. So we have to fight, first of all, the stigmatism that we were born into. And those things are things that it took a lot of us, I know me myself personally, it took a long time to really fight past the negativity that was embedded in me, and my mother, bless her heart, my mother, she would try to teach me to look better, look higher of myself. But I think for a long time in her life, she fought with the same thing, being the darkest child in her family. So these are things that we have to learn how to get past. And once we get past those things and we start mining out the beautiful things in ourselves, then we create these wonderful human beings that's already been there. They've always been there. It's that we didn't appreciate or understand who and where we were personally. I know me, it took me a long time, personal note, sidebar, mind your business, but it's true. It took me a long time to really look in the mirror. I will walk past them. I was sitting there enough to do that little, but to literally just stand there and go, wow, you kind of cute, girl. No, I didn't do that. And when I finally did that, somebody took a picture of me. And I looked at the picture and I was like, okay, who is she? She kind of cute. And I was like, that's you, fool.
You didn't recognize yourself, huh?
I didn't recognize myself without a filter. It was cute. But it was to where I had to really realize that you've been missing out on this great person all this time because you were looking at other people and comparing yourself to others, not realizing that God had made a beautiful creature right there in front of you. Go figure her out.
Denying yourself.
Denying my own self, which allowed me to kill my light. Because my light at one point in time, I think I was really creating. And my daughter was born when I picked up the sewing machine. My daughter's 26 now. And I used to just create things for her out of clear blue sky. And people would complain, oh, well, that color, this and that, and you can't have that design and this and that and that and this, to where everybody else's drama caused me to stop.
Yeah. I've been there.
And then when I stopped, I realized that put me into a mode of, I need to fit into this box. And when I started fitting into this box, I became mentally dark. But when I turned 48 and I sent the text messages out that they told everybody I'm about to be like Rick James, I'm busting out, I'm busting loose, just get ready. I don't care if you like it or not. Then I realized that, okay, ma'am, you have a nice shine about you. Go create. Go pull out of you what's for you and go make it happen. And heck with what everybody else think. And if they don't like it, tell them mind their business because you're going to do it anyway.
That part. Sister Michelle says, I finally learned that I am a beautiful person no matter what others say, even in my faults.
Come on.
Praise be to Allah. That's
self-love. Who wrote the song Flaws and All? Beyonce. It's a lyric and a song where she talks about how she loved herself, flaws and all.
Oh yeah, flaws and all. Yes, y'all have to apologize. I'm not really.
You're not a Beyonce fan. It's all right.
Well, I mean, when you hear certain things, and this is just me personally, because you have some people that are religious people, and then you have some people that are spiritual people. And see, a religious person will see that the grass is green. They will see that the grass is dying. They will see that the grass needs water, this, that, and the other. Me, being a spiritual person, I see that the root is rot. I see the seed and the root that's going down into it. And some things I just don't want in my ear.
Yeah.
You understand? And so she had the one thing where she was talking about how she plugged herself with the pages of the Bible. You know,
Yeah.
that's
A little too extra
that's
for you.
something, you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, it's on another level of what some people would say. Like some people that's, and see, my mother's side of the family is from Louisiana. So when I hear certain stuff, I know where it's coming from.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know what I'm saying? So just me telling you that much, I think y'all kind of know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I say, some things I just don't want in my ears. So yeah. So you know, me being spiritual, certain things, it just, I gotta let that pass by. But
Yes, ma'am.
some
I'm growing
things
to
that
that.
she do say, you know, is I can understand that. So
Yes, ma'am. Well, like, I'm Sister Lakeisha, and thank you, Sister Michelle, for tagging her and letting her know. Keisha, I see you, girl. But other than that, you know, since we have, we're going back to mining the light out of ourselves, and it takes it. The Most Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, when he talks about the women, and he tells us how we are, how beautiful we are, and the things and who we are. I'm not gonna lie to you. It takes a minute for me to go, is that me? Can that possibly be me? Is he even like talking about me? Because I know, like Sister said, my flaws, my faults. But I'm like, because I know I'm a hot mess. Is he really discussing? Can I truly have any of these qualities? Can I truly be this person that he's talking about?
Come on.
And then when we sit back and we have to tell ourselves and remind ourselves that you are who this person is, then you grow. We have to grow up into a way to where it's not being arrogant to have self-worth.
It's not. It's not.
And that's what it is. I think we were trained bad that self-worth is arrogance. But those are two different things.
But you know, we were trained to doubt ourselves and love the enemy. Right? And I say doubt, and some people say hate. Hate is a very strong word, although we do sometimes seem like we hate ourselves and we love our enemy, our open enemy. You know, but these people are so wicked, you can see them make a dog be friends with a cat.
Come on.
And a cat be friends with a rat. You know, I don't get it. A pig is a friend with a spider. I don't understand it.
It don't work. It just don't fit. It don't fit.
I don't understand it. You know, me no understand. No comprende.
No. And Sister says sometimes we have to get out of our own way. Yes, ma'am. And this is what I was saying. I myself personally, I blocked my own door. I blocked my own self-worth and my own self-light because I was listening to other people tell me what they felt about me, or listen to how they would tell you what you're supposed to do, or how you're supposed to feel, or how you're supposed to look. Like I tell people now, you know, I'm so confident with myself to where I will walk into your function with 10 chains on and sit there like, what? Because I'm happy with the person that I'm becoming, and I'm more in tune with her wants and not what you want. I will sit up in your place with a full cheetah suit on, and I will be sitting up in there like nothing happened because I like this. Yeah, Mary laughed, my cheetah, because I like this, and this is what I'm going to do. Yes, but we have to learn what makes you happy. Stop worrying about what other people's happiness is.
The study guide on page 9, and I read this earlier. I just want to make sure that this is the time, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It says the Holy Quran says that when you met with God, you become a soul at rest. So yeah, I think that's the time. I think this is the time. And time is sometimes is just everything.
Well, your time is perfect. You become a soul at rest.
At rest. I believe that when you become at rest, you begin to realize who you are. Those moments when you say, like, I look in the mirror and I be like, is this me? I do that. Like currently, I be like, oh, is this me? And I'm not being conceited. I'm not being, you know, overly in love with myself. But sometimes I'll be like, oh, you know, girl, you look nice. You know, I didn't put on a little weight. I can slim it down some more, but ooh, you know, I caught a glimpse of myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and me catching that glimpse is I'm falling in love with me.
Mm.
Falling in love with me, especially at a time when I'm learning who I am. The
Come on.
minister said that I am the second self of God. My goodness.
The wisest God to ever live. How about that part?
My goodness. No, I'm not being conceited when I tell you I'm a God. No. Oh, she thinks she all that. I am.
With a bag of chips.
I
Cheese.
am.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I am.
Yes. And you
I'm
should
not
be
going to
that.
second guess myself or nobody else.
Not no more. And sister said my granddaughter, when she was younger, would get in the mirror and tell herself she was beautiful. She's 8 and dark skinned and loves the skin. Sis, I wish that I felt like that at 8. If I would have had some of the confidence that I injected my grandbabies, all my grandbabies are little chocolate bunnies. I'm in love with them. I used to tell my sons, I want little dark skin, bring them little nappy head babies to me. Yes, I talk about nappy head is mine. And I would let them know this is what I want because I wanted to inject what I didn't have into them. And I wanted to watch them walk with confidence. And I want them to walk into the room and didn't care what you felt. So this was my mission that I wanted to do for my grandbabies. And it took, and you anybody know my little munchkins, they'll tell you, them walk up, girl, they straight up in the room like they own the place. But it took me to have to grow, but it took Granny to had to grow to herself to put confidence in their mother, who's a pretty dark-skinned woman, to also put confidence in myself. To where now when they see, they emulate what they see. And that was a beautiful thing. She said, my granddaughter was conceited. No, people said her tell them leave her alone. She knows what she was. She's beautiful. And we should stop putting tags on these babies. Let them grow up to love the skin they're in because the world doesn't love them.
That's true. That's true. That's sad, but it's true. She has to love herself.
She has to. And you have to inject that in her, and you have to remind her, and you have to constantly let her flaunt her stuff. Something that we weren't able to do. We were younger either. We were shut down. Girl, sit down somewhere. And then it used to kill me. I don't know if anybody else on here is a little chocolate baby like me. We were the little small little things that we did in our community were really sad. You could not come in the door. New Year's, the first person in the door. We were bad luck, they said. How crazy is that? Bad luck.
Wow, I never heard that.
My mother-in-law, bless their heart, they were raised to where they had the paper bag. I don't know if I got a paper bag, but my skin, as you know, is not the color of a paper bag, so I was not accepted. If you were darker than the paper bag, you were not accepted. How crazy is that?
Absolutely crazy. That's crazy. That's overly crazy.
It's overly crazy. But this is the stuff that we took on from the Caucasian, and we bought that in. The devil put that in us, and we kept those sick traits and sick things going amongst our own selves. Willie Lynch was alive and completely well. And sis says, I do. I know you do. I know you do, Queen. I know you let that baby do her and consistently do her. I'm going to tell you another person who I admire, and her name is Mary Jr. Why? Because this little baby, when I see her, she has a head full of hair, and she loves her natural hair. She don't care about her mama with all them beads and barrettes and bangles and thangles and stuff like that. No, mommy, let me be me.
Yeah.
And that shows a mother that's training her to love her skin she's in.
And I'm gonna take my hat off to my husband because he has been the one that has definitely been definitely enforcing that as well. Like he's been making sure that she's comfortable with her hair. You know, so yeah, he makes sure that she's comfortable with her hair as well. Yeah, she like if I was to call her right now, they'd be like, "Oh my God, comb my hair!" No, I'm not gonna mess with it until I know it's time. And it might be time tomorrow, but no, she just I actually took her ponytail down. And so now she's just really fluffy. So, and she likes her hair. She was just like, no, mommy, it's good.
But
Okay.
whenever you see her, she has this big smile on her face. She's so content with her. And she don't need, she's not hiding, oh, my mommy, I look crazy. No, she's not. She's happy with her doings.
Yes.
Go ahead, give me a second.
What we say, Sister Michelle says, you couldn't be dark and short hair, people would treat you bad. Oh yeah. And you know what though? I'm gonna say, I mean, I think we kind of get it on both spectrums because I've seen some darker skinned people with short hair, catch it. And me as a light skinned girl with green eyes and had long hair, people would put gum in my hair. The dark skinned girls would put gum in my hair or try to be mean to me because I was the cute one, or other people would gravitate to me and not to them, so I was mistreated in a way, because of I was light skinned or I had green eyes or in long hair and stuff like that. So I mean, I think we kind of get it all on the same end, and then that in terms also make us as light skinned girls have an affliction, like we need to hide.
Come on, see, Willie Lynch was
I felt like I needed to hide. I didn't have any style. I didn't have, a real sense of purpose for anything. Nowadays, like, what? I'm telling you, I'm bringing it. Like I told you today, I'm just starting to drip a little sauce. I'm just starting to drip a little sauce today, just today.
She's blue cheese, child. She be dressing. And I remember a time when I didn't want to be in the sun because I would get dark. I wanted the light skinned sun, and yet my daughter to be chocolate. Now I embrace me to the fullest of my natural. My natural crown. See how beautiful we are now? We're coming to a better understanding. I noticed, walaikum salam, sis. I noticed that Winnie Harlow. You know who Winnie Harlow is? Winnie Harlow is a sister who has alopecia. And she embraced her alopecia. Most people will be hiding, not alopecia, excuse me, vitiligo. Vitiligo. Sorry. Her vitiligo. And most people would hide and make up their vitiligo, but Winnie Harlow's like, what?
No. And I think she's the first person that I've seen is like her, when she wears it, someone identifies something, said it almost look like she has like half of the globe or something. Like the way it's shaped.
It's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful. I mean,
and she even got a Barbie. These white folk capitalize off of her. They got a vitiligo Barbie. But you know what? Just to step out in this, it shows that we're growing, and that the teachers of Most High Elijah Muhammad are making us more empowered as women. And our empowerment as women are coming out to the other women in the world because they see us now with a stronger, because we are the vanguard, the forefront. If it's true. As Black women, we are the forefront, and everybody emulates us.
That's right.
So when they see us, and we have now, and we're removing the stigmatism of Willie Lynch, and we're loving each other, the colorism is gone, and the mentality that they tried to put on us is gone. Now you see others coming, and they're now embracing. Because I'll be honest with you, you never saw Afro Latina on TV.
I didn't even know one existed.
See? Now you have Afro Latina have their own TV shows. They have a sister. She was on one of them little shows with the crazy people fighting, but she's as beautiful as she want to be. She's triple dark, and she speaks Spanish.
Beautiful,
extremely beautiful.
Beautiful.
Sister said, right ahead of being who we were designed to be. Afraid of who we're designed to be. I'm sorry, my glasses is fuzzy. Afraid. Wow. How deep is that we're afraid to be ourselves? Wow.
Listen, I can't be afraid anymore. I can't. I don't want to be. I don't want to be afraid to lose who I am because I worked hard to get here.
Come on.
I worked hard to get here. And there's still some changes that I can do internally. As he said, internal. There's still some changes that I can do, And that's what I would like for everybody to do that's watching, everybody that, has chimed in, go internal, bring your light up,
Come on,
shine.
shine.
Don't wait for somebody else to turn on the light switch for you. Turn on your own light switch. Embrace you. Love you.
Embrace you.
You got to embrace you. You got to love you. Cover me cute. We modest. We want to talk about the clothes that we wear because we think we fresh. I'm fresh. I don't know. Like, and then some days I'm like,
No,
I think I need to
fresh. You fresh.
Together. I'll be the funky fresh, but
you funky fresh. I think it is that what I love about our page is that we allow each sister to embrace her own personal style.
Yes.
And I'm noticing that because we allow the sisters to come on and we're not stopping you because you may have a short sleeve on or this or that, we're allowing people to embrace their own feelings and love themselves. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot to have your picture shown amongst other people.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot for that. And it takes a lot to allow other people to, how can I say it, to see you and to comment about you, and you don't have a problem with that. And that's what I noticed. The love of our page is creating such a love amongst the women, to where so many women are coming out now and they're sharing different pictures, and they're sharing their lives, and they're sharing their families, and they're sharing themselves in different atmospheres. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Things that we wouldn't do, because at first, like I said, it started to where we were supposed to be a fashion page. But God was like, oh, no, man, we got enough people talking about clothes. We need y'all to come up and show that there's real life. Real life is when you see us behind the camera. You saw me hustling my grandbabies up out here going with your mama. You saw that. That's real life. Real life is my sister's like, look, today I'm a baseball hat, but I'm cute, but I'm covered. But this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
I have things to do, but I'm still here.
And we can't stop. We won't stop. We're going to get it. And we're going to continue to keep on. And I pray to Allah that He continues to allow our light to shine.
Yes.
So that someone else can see that they have a light of their own.
Come on.
I do not expect for anyone to come and try to dim my light or try to cut my switch off. You're going to get hurt.
That part.
We're not going to do it.
That part.
But my Assalamu alaikum. So my hubby on here, Brother William, he say, that's right.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
But once that light got turned on, can't nobody turn the light off. I know for me they can't. They can't turn the light off. That light got switched on, and it hit like a kitchen light. Your kitchen light is bright. You got one of them big old them big industry light bulbs. My light came on like that. And when it hit me, I was like, oh, no, ma'am. No one ever will turn my light off. Nobody but God Himself. Because He turned it on for me. He turned my light on. Just like the minister said, when God gives you something, only He can take it away. But when the devil gives you something, then he can take it away from you. But when God gives you something, this is a blessing that nobody else can touch or have. And that's what I believe happened for me. Like Sister said, your internal light. He turned my light on.
That's right.
And I'm happy to have my light now. I'm happy to be able to come. It warms me when people talk and they want to hear, they want to converse with you, and they're happy to be in your atmosphere, and they're happy to be in your company. Mm-hmm. That's a blessing.
Do you know when you think when you switched your light on? Was it a compliment? Was it the minister? Was it somebody in the family? What happened for you?
Tell them put their shades on. Child, you better know it, Lakeisha, because I tell them in a minute. I ain't got mind their business. You know what happened? I was it started at 45. At 45, I was kind of feeling like, you know what? You just floating. And this is not how you're supposed to live. You're not supposed to float. And the pandemic came. And the pandemic came, and for some reason I couldn't go outside. And I had to, but I would put on clothes and take pictures of myself in my little walkway. You remember? And I started going online talking to people. And then I decided, something hit me one day, and I put on a ton of jewelry.
Mm.
And then so she said, you ever put a necklace on and realize that even when you're sad, a necklace will make you smile?
Mm.
And I thought about that. I was like, can a necklace make you smile? And she was like, she said, you ever been sad, but you put your jewelry on and your jewelry made you feel better?
Mm.
And so I sat in my room one day and I just started like treating myself like a canvas. And I just started putting different jewelry on to where stuff I never would do. I wouldn't mix colors. I was just a straight one gold chain, some little stud earrings, and that was it. But I said, I'm going to give me some costumes and I'm going to give me some cute jewelry. And I started putting red beads on with whites and yellows and, and then I just realized and looked in the mirror and I was like, hold up. I walked past a mirror. We had one of those wall mirrors and I walked past that mirror and I stopped and I just looked. And I was 47 years old. I'm 50 now, thank God. And I stared in that mirror and I said, wow, who are you? You're kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it hit.
Mm.
And right when that light turned on, you already know, Mary, I ain't looked back since. Mary be like, go sit down somewhere, Trish, you doing too much. But I can't stop.
Mm-hmm. I be like, no, I don't. I don't tell you sit down. I be like, I'm coming. I see you. I'm coming. I be like, I want. Let's make the light so bright that we all make them blind.
Come on.
I want them. I'm gonna blind you. If you think it's bright now, I want you to be blind. Like the sister say, tell them put on some shades. You need some shades.
Because I pops flavor and I drip sauce.
He got some here, so you some.
Come tell them, Mary. We pops flavor and we drip sauce. Sis said, when you look good, you feel good. I don't wear makeup, me neither, sis. This is just shea butter. I don't wear makeup, but when I'm down and out, a little mascara adds a little light to me. See, just that little bit. Something, whatever it is that made you happy, do it.
That's right.
If it's some little lip gloss, a little bit of Vaseline, whatever it is that made you do it.
That's right.
Figure out what makes your light shine.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you figure your light out, can't nobody take it but God.
That's right.
I think Mary was born with her light. Ever since I met her, she been always shining. I ain't fooling with her.
Sis, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be 100% with you. My garment. Sis, them garments.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been loving them. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I love my garments. When I put my garment on, who is you?
Man, Superwoman.
Who's you?
It's like a cape, child. You got a cape.
And then I put on a cape. Oh, wait a minute. Then I put on a cape.
Yes. Come on, Superwoman. I seen you flying through the air with the grace of ease.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a dress from somebody that said that they love me and they showed me that they love me and taught me how to be a presentable me, because all the me's that I thought I was presenting wasn't it.
Never.
Now, some of them dripped a little sauce too. You know, I get that, right? But I didn't come into that until well into, my 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? Hitting into my 30s. But coming into the Nation of Islam, sis, turned on a light.
Come on.
When I was in orientation, and the sister Michelle was my orientator, I heard the sisters drilling on the other side of the wall. And I said, what are they doing? Because it's my first time ever hearing it. I said, what are they doing? She said, they're drilling. I said, what is that? She said, it's exercise of the God. I said, exercise of who? Like she said it and I couldn't process it. You understand that? You ever hear somebody say something, you can't process it?
Yes.
And then on a Sunday, for me to come in on a Sunday, I had adopted into the Sunni style at that time. That's why I had did my original Shahada. Yes. And so when I came in on a Sunday, I was fully covered. I mean, all the way. Like I had on my regular clothes, but I was fully covered with scarves that I had made that came all the way down to my knees, and my head was covered all the way up to my fingertips. You understand? So sis, them sisters had on that white garment. I went back to orientation. I said, how can I get one?
Mm-hmm.
She said, you got to go through the process. I said, what process is that? She said, this one right here. Go through this process. I went through the process, sis.
Come on.
I didn't rush through it. I didn't expect for the roller coaster to just be one way. I went through it.
Okay.
You know? And I don't want to look back. Not look back to the point to where to feel like I'm missing something, because I'm not missing anything. My light came on when I was able to put on my first garment. And that garment made me feel like life had entered into my body. That's it. That's it. I got some comments here. It says from So Creative Sister, she says, that's why I named my purse wallet Line B. That's why I named my purse wallet Line BU, because a matching purse and wallet adds a lot of you. That's me.
I have one of her wallets here.
Yes.
I took all my stuff because I ain't got no money right now. Yes. But I love her wallets. And when I say the colors are vibrant and it just it's popping. I mean, and I had to have it. I told her, you pick the color you want. And this is what she picked for me. And it was like she just knew what to pick for me. It's just nice and bold. This is me. It fits me, huh?
Yeah, it fits you.
Yes. And I keep that in every purse. And I change my purses quite often. But I put it in every purse. I keep my business cards in it, and it makes me, it's one of my personal favorites. So sis, I thank you for that. Yes, you helped me to enjoy another part of life with that.
Thank you.
What's Sister said?
And we got Sister Michelle. Sister Michelle says, once when I turned 22, I went to JCPenney's and got a makeover on my face, lipstick, eyeliner, etc., etc. Everybody said I looked good. I looked in the mirror and took it all off. I thought I was so ugly.
No, I did the same thing, sis. Back in the day, if y'all remember Broadway used to give free makeovers. And I went and I rubbed it all off too. The lady had me looking like a ghost. I mean, it was Night of the Living Dead. I was pale. She put the wrong color foundation on me. I'm like a zombie. So, and I understand what you're going through, sis. We weren't ugly. It just wasn't us.
That's right.
It wasn't. Right. And it wasn't who we weren't in love with the natural part of us, which is truly us. Yes, I like filters. Mind your business. Filters do a good thing. Filters is free makeup for me. But I'm content with who she is without that. She said, you couldn't tell me nothing when I had, girl, but it took me, once again, it took me some years. I loved wearing my garment, but it took me to deal with the person that was inside the garment. Because, we all can put on a garment, but is the garment wearing you or you wearing the garment?
That's right. That part right there.
Because now
the garment has to become your skin.
The garment don't wear me no more. I wear the garment now.
It got to become your skin, sis.
And can wear it anywhere. Won't take my headpiece off for nobody. What? I had 1 year, and this is a little situation. I was teaching a sewing class, an MGT class, and I have a long headpiece. And mind your business, I like them exaggerated long. And the sister captain goes, "Where you going?" I said, the maintainer called me. We got to go to the junkyard. She said, "Like this?" I said, "Girl, mind your business. Watch what I'm about to do." I took my headpiece, I tied it in a bun, so I wouldn't get caught in no radiator, in no moving parts of the car. And I kept my garment on and kept strolling. Like I said, "No, ma'am, we got to keep going." And they just laughed at me because it was just it was so much in my regular uniform to where it's just comfortable with me. So I took my headpiece, I just knotted it up and kept moving. I said, we still, I said, but she said, wow. So she said, we're not going to change no clothes because I'm comfortable here. I'm wearing my garment. It's not wearing me now.
That's right. That part. Now I want to wear my garments. I want to wear it.
And enjoy wearing it.
If I could wear it to the grocery store just to go to the grocery store, I'd be in it. And I probably should. But that's that conviction that that self thing that you got to deal with. Can I wear this when I'm going to the grocery store?
Yes.
What am I going to go buy? Well, I'm just running in. But then see, it don't be so much as that I can't wear them. It just be I pay too much money to go to the grocery store and be getting all this stuff. Oh my God. I pay too much money for my garments. I can't do that. I don't want to mess my garments up coming in here fooling around with y'all. And I've been and walked around on something. I went to the market one day and I had on this long black flowing dress, and I walked through something, and by the time I had came home, I'm just like, the floor must have been wet where I was, because the whole bottom of my skirt was bleached out, and I was so upset about that.
Yeah, that'll do that. That will have me want to cry. Sister, the lady did a good job and it was pretty, done just right. But when you think you're ugly, nothing can change that. And that's what we're talking about today. Pulling that light out of yourself.
Pull that light out.
Finding the beauty.
Let nobody else tell you when your light it's okay for your light to shine. Turn it on.
Turn it on. Flip it on and keep it on. And then let the electric bill be high. Because you're going to keep that light on.
Turn it on.
Yes, ma'am.
I want everybody to find them an affirmation. Find them an affirmation that makes them feel good, that give them some energy. Like, I've been seeing some stuff on TikTok that seem like it's been getting people, out of certain mental depressions and stuff like that. So people are just like, oh my mama, oh my hood.
Yeah.
I look good. Touch my swag. And I'm like, okay, I can get with that. I can get with that. Hey,
I'm gonna give you mine. Now don't laugh when I tell you mine.
What's that?
Here's mine, and I say it every day to myself.
Oh wow!
Okay. It says you a paper chaser. You got the block on fire. You remain the G to the moment you expire. You know what it is. You make nothing out of something. You handle your biz. Don't be crying and suffering.
Come on.
And I say that every day.
Now,
it is my screensaver, as you see. And my children look at me, they was like, only you. But I said, listen to the lyrics. He said, you handle your business, you don't be crying and suffering, and you're going to stay a G until the moment you expire. That's me. And that's what I want to do. I want to continue to hold my light and be happy with me until they drop it.
That switch is on. Hey sis, come on, let's up. It's 8:57, and we got 10 viewers. I know we got a couple other people that's on Facebook, and I can't see them. And then we got 8 people over here. Listen, let's tell everybody where we are.
Yes, ma'am.
Give a quick shout out. And
I've enjoyed you today, my love. I enjoyed you all today. It's just 2 of us, but we thugged it out real well, sis. And today's the end of this conversation today, like Sister Mary said, is get you an affirmation. What's your affirmation? What makes you? What can you find that's gonna make you go, I like that, and that's gonna keep me popping all day today, and I'm gonna pop some flavor and drip sauce all everywhere I go. So I am your sister. Go ahead, Mary. I want to hear you go on first.
I am your sister Stitches and Alterations, and that's how you can find me on Facebook. Your Sister LLC, Sequential Beauty, where I make skincare products. Also, I'm Mary Magdalene.
Yes, she is.
I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't know my name, what's up with you? Where you been?
Where you been?
Where you been? I am in Detroit, Mecca, Mosque number 1. Please come visit us. 19160 Evergreen, Detroit, Michigan. Let them know that I invited you. You can go anywhere in the United States, anywhere that there's a mosque, and you can tell them that Sister Mary from Mosque number 1, Detroit, Michigan, invited you, and they'll say, okay, check, you good. Okay. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to lose nobody today.
Oh, you good.
Nobody. I don't want to do this the long way, other than tell you I've been in student ministry. I've been a seamstress for over 3 decades. I have 3 children, 2 grandchildren. I love being in the Nation of Islam. I like my instructions. I love my garments. I love my sisters, and I just want peace. I need internal peace also. So I'm gonna keep my light switch on. So y'all come on with me.
And she do love me. because she know I come fly a spirit and can run up and knock on her door.
Listen, while you on that spirit, let's make sure that we let people know also that they need to turn in to the Final Call Radio.
Yes.
We need you in on Final Call Radio. We need you in.
Yes.
And don't forget your finalcall.com. Let's get your digital subscription as well. But it is a prescription.
Though.
I said it right the first time. It is a prescription. But let's subscribe.
And follow our brothers at the Ministers Podcast. They're on YouTube also here. And they have a bomb.com podcast also. And real fast before we leave out, the sister said I got custom t-shirts because I like inspiring and uplifting sayings. Yes, her t-shirts are bomb. Right. And also she says Allah don't help those who don't help themselves. It helps me a lot to get my day going. Oh, this boy just all just cutting up. Yes, ma'am. And once again, I am your sister. They call me Granny. Sister Jennifer Dupree sent me all them black hearts. That's my boo. That's my sister right there. If you have never had a sister to love you, you ain't been loved like Jenny loved me. That's it. Once, trust me. If I could cut her up and sell little bottles, I could sell out of love, and everybody would just be just on point. She's bomb.com. Sister said, I just got to the. Oh, come on! She's in a minister's class. Yes, come on. You can find me. I am bi-coastal. I have a what I tell them. I am at Los Angeles Mosque number 27, and I'm also at Compton Mosque number 54. Your sister has a open dual citizenship. Just tell them Granny sent you. Trust me. And when they say they already know go sit you in. You may not get a front seat because they may think you're crazy if you're one of my people. They may put you in the middle or the back, but you're gonna be up in the building. Anyway, you know me. I'm Crowns by Mahogany. We do the turbans, we do the tams, we do modest clothing. Also, I am Mahogany Custom Designs. My designs I'm an artist, and I'm very sensitive about so mind your business. But you see something you like, you better get it because I may not make it again. Mary will tell you that.
Whatever I'm always in the background. You don't have no belt today, but I'm looking at that one that's back there behind you already.
She already started stuff. I enjoy making women beautiful. I enjoy us to embrace our modesty and love who we are and love the skin we are in. And that is just who we are and what we have to be. We have to, once again, love the skin you are in. Love the person that God created, because he only made one of you, one snowflake. None is ever like, even the raindrops is different, child. You know how deep the God is. But once again, find you an affirmation. I love that, Mary. Find you something that will motivate you to keep you going if you're not motivated. And you can't have mine, but you can have you want to. Because Juvenile said one more time, you a paper chaser and you got the block on fire. And I'm going to remain a G until the day I expire. And I love y'all. And I thank you all for hanging out with us. And please, she said, yes, indeed, I know fashion is. And I thank you. And please come back next week. Like, subscribe, follow, and share. It don't hurt to hit the button that say like. It don't hurt to share. And it don't hurt to subscribe. And find 10 people and show them to do the same thing. And we love you all. Please continue to pray for our sister Mo. We have her next week. We don't know what we're going to talk about next week. But trust me, you'll see it by Monday. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful day. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of you. We love you all. Peace.
Peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, dear heart.